What up, fellers? You know it is. Just got done working out, and it's raining out here today, so I got a little bit of wet stuff on me. You know, I'm walking out of the gym in the rain, and it got me into thinking something. It gave me a flashback. There was a couple times I made out with a few girls in the rain. When I was in my blue pill world, fellas, in my blue pill days, I used to be this hopeless romantic type of guy. And yeah, I know, it's surprising, right? So this one girl I dated for a while, her and I, we would always make out whenever it would rain. And I don't know why, but like, I think the reason behind that would be her and I would work out together sometimes, and then we would leave the gym. And this one particular day, now that it took me back to those days, I remember now, it was raining, and then we started making out right after we got out of the gym, since that was our thing, to make out when it was raining. So it took me back to the old times, is what I'm really trying to say. And that got me into thinking that, man, I've messed around with so many girls. I'm not saying this to brag, fellas, just hear me out. But where are they? They're nowhere to be found in my life, anywhere. Do you know what I have left though, instead? I have my family left, I have my friends left, my day ones, my day one friends, they're still in my life, the good friends, that's hard to come by. I have my education still with me, I have my grind still with me. The things that actually matter, the things that should be on your priority list, those are all there. My gym, my body, everything that I cared about, everything that actually is giving me a good return on my investment is still there. Women aren't. Even your wife, fellas, some of you guys are married. Even your wife is temporary. What do I mean by that? Just because you're married to her and you've been together for 12, 15, 20 years doesn't mean that she loves you from the very bottom of her heart. She probably stopped loving you in year 2. That's the hard, cold truth. She most likely has. And for those of you guys who come in here and say, oh, we still fuck 7 times a day, 20 times a week, we still love each other till death, and we're on our 16th year of marriage, good for you, buddy. That's not the average man. That's not the average relationship. You're the exception to the rule. That doesn't change the rule. Exceptions to the rule doesn't change the rule. Where are these bitches that was in my life? That I spent so much time worrying, man, who is she texting? Who is she talking to? When am I gonna see her again? Man, god damn, them titties were nice. I couldn't even find my dick when I put my dick in between them titties. My dick was lost. That's some jugular titties right there. Where are they? Where are them titties? I don't even remember her name. She ain't even in my phone no more. All this time I spend chasing after these hoes. All this money I spend taking these hoes on dates. All this energy I spend thinking about what I'm gonna say next to her. How to say the right things to her. How to do the right things. How to take care of her. How to give her the boyfriend experience. Where have all this investment gone? I don't have a single return on any of these investments. Now you guys might come in here and say, oh, Zeke, you just didn't love her enough. You gotta keep doing it. No, you don't. That's not what an investment is. I buy a real estate investment property one time, and then I maintain it, yes, but I don't put more and more into it than what I initially did. Check this out. Check this point out. The initial money that you spend in it, however much you took to buy it or refinance it, or not refinance, or remodel it or whatever, you're never gonna put in that much money into it unless a natural disaster happens and your property gets demolished, right? And in that case, then you have to make a decision. Is it worth it, or do I just buy another one? But you'll never put in as much as you put the first time. You'll always put less and less into it. And if you have to put in more than what you initially put into a property, then you'll always have to sit there and judge your decision. Man, is it worth it? But it's complete. And this point of view right here goes with everything in life. All the investments you're gonna make in life. You're never gonna put as much as you did when you first got it started. Why? Because to get the ball rolling is the hardest part in any business, in any investments. But it's completely the opposite with women. You have to do more and more and more than what you did the week before. Otherwise, the same amount of return will not be there. So you're telling me I'm supposed to be pouring in more and more to get the same amount of return when I could be pouring in more and more into something else in my life to get a bigger amount of return? Which one makes more sense, fellas? Where these hoes get? Where are these hoes? Where are they at? I'm always having to re-up on my stock. I'm always having to stock up. They're not there in my life. And I know they're not there in your lives either. Your wife, she ain't there with you 100% mentally. I promise you, she's thinking about some other guy. She's thinking about the guy who had a bigger dick than you. She's thinking about the guy who could titty fuck her because his dick was big enough. She's thinking about the guy who him and his best friend DP'd her, double penetrated her. She's thinking about the guy who she was gargling his dick and his cum in her mouth. The guy whose dick she was the guy whose dick she was choking on, and the guy whose cum she was gargling on. That's the guy she's thinking about. I promise you, fellas, I promise you. In today's world of social media, when women have that much access to that much cock, and if she's decent looking, fellas, just forget it, man. Just forget it. She's just for the ride for a short period of time. That's it. That is it. Do not try to cuff these hoes up. She's not yours, fellas. It is just your turn. We really need to make a t-shirt out of that saying. She's not yours, it's just your turn. Because guys really need to understand this. We're wasting so much time on this. It got me into thinking all this cuddle time I spent with all these girls after we fucked. All this sweet talking back and forth. All this emotional ups and downs that I had with females. This loss of energy. Where have all this gone? Yeah, it feels good to bust a nut. It feels good to cuddle 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour afterwards. What's next is what you need to be asking yourself, and that is the big picture. That is the main focus of my channel. I'm always trying to teach you guys what the big picture is in life. And you need to stay on your grind for that big picture, because at the end of the day, the big picture is the accomplishments you have had in your lifetime by yourself. The shits that actually gonna stay when she leaves, because I promise you, she's going to leave. No man can keep a masculine frame 24/7, 365. You're probably gonna fart when you're sleeping. That's not holding masculine frame. What are you gonna do about it? Do you have control over it? Probably not. So you're going to slip up with your woman at some point. So your woman is going to start shit testing you. She's going to not feel the same as she did when she first met you. That attraction level is going to go down, fellas. Back in the 60s and the 50s, 1950s, 1960s, sure, I would have given you that, the benefit of the doubt, that yeah, she would stay and she would be yours forever. But now, she has way too many more options. Way too many more options. If the smallest if the smallest thing goes wrong in your relationship, she's always going to put one foot out the door and keep looking for somebody else who can treat her better. That's what bitches always try to say, right? I deserve to be treated better. Bitch, shut the fuck up. What the hell have you done for me lately to be treated better lately? That's what I fucking thought, huh? she's always going to find somebody better, fellas. Better in the sense that that guy is going to give her that temporary chase, the temporary butterfly chase. That doesn't mean that that guy is actually better than you. Most likely he's not, but she always thinks that the grass is always greener on the other side till she actually goes and sees the grass herself. But at that time, it better be too late. You better not let that bitch come back into your life. Go ahead and fuck her best friends at that point. Because I know her best friends want to fuck you too. She has some friends in her friend circle, I promise you right now, who wants to fuck you. Go find those friends and dig them down. Women are temporary. Just remember that, fellas. Don't ever forget that. That will help you to get over women quickly, to get over rejection quickly. You will not take rejections as personal. Your ego will be not hurt as much. That will help you to stay focused in life. When you know that, man, why am I going to chase after all these hoes and put all this effort into this? If she doesn't make it easy for me, why am I even bothering? Why am I even wasting my time when I know at the end of the day it's just going to be a quick nut bust, and then she's gone out the door, and then I got to do the same bullshit to find my next pussy, to go hunt for my next prey. So if she ain't making it easy, forget it, man. There's billions of other chicks. She has access to so many men. Yeah, she can get options through social media. Yeah, so can you. You have the same phone. You have the same internet usage capability. Why don't you use it for your benefit? Why don't you boost your life up and then start showing it on your social media so you attract more and more females? Just like how she posts more and more booty pics, thong pics, cleavage pics to attract more and more men. Why don't you use social media to attract more and more hoes? But yeah, man, it really took me back to all these years, fellas. My body count is in the triple digits. Not bragging again. All I'm telling myself, man, over hundreds and hundreds of girls have gotten this dick, and not a single one of them are still in my life. Don't give me this bullshit. Oh, Zeke, you toss him to the side of the road yourself. You told us that all the time. I wasn't always used to be this guy. No, I wasn't. I used to be the hopeless romantic, as I said at the beginning of the video. I wanted to date. I wanted to have things work out for me. And then I saw women's true color. Then I saw women for who they really are. And now I'm hoping and praying to God that I get to show that to you guys, so you guys don't waste your valuable life. I'm so lucky I learned this lesson at an early age to be able to save the rest of my life. And now I want to save your life. So help me help you. Help me save your life. Okay? Share this video to your friends. Because the more guys watch these videos, the more we grow as Red Pill content creators, the more lives we're going to be saving. I'm not doing it for the fame. I do it to save lives. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. Like this video, comment on this video, fellas. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.